This is a another request game. In the this one's a battle cup. It might be a final. I'm not too certain. I don't believe so, but we'll see. We'll figure it out along the way. Am I talking in stream? Let's take a look. Everything should be good. Everything looks good. So here we go. We've got Shadow Shaman, Death Prophet, Sand King, Monkey King, OD. So OD mid. Monkey King going into that safe lane. Sand King in the off lane with the Death Prophet. Shaman going to the safe lane for the Radiant side. And then Dire, we take a look. Phantom Assassin in the safe lane. Shadow Fiend not moving. Should be mid. Disruptors here top. Pudge roaming. And then Underlord in the off lane. So Underlord, at least when this was recorded, obviously much stronger. So we got a pause coming out. Hope you guys know an A on disc or Blade Mail can be good build. Something. Didn't get to read that quickly enough. I should have pinged it though. Then I would have been able to get that down. We take a look. Monkey King coming over. Firestorm laid down. Top bounty runes there for the Dire. And then the one here for the Radiant. And Monkey King did pick up his bounty rune. So 3 for 1. Not an awful exchange if you're the Radiant. That's for sure. And let's take a look, because Death Prophet in the offlane is not something you see too often, especially coming up against a Pudge Disruptor Phantom Assassin. So you have hook capabilities, lockdown capabilities. Obviously went to the Rot and the Thunderstrike, so harassment from the Thunderstrike. Maybe we get Stifling Dagger, and then on top of that, the Rot. Could see a lot of harassment come from that. And the problem is, Burrow Strike Spirit Siphon is a lot of early damage that Pudge can't deal with. So you're gonna wait for that hook level 2, but this is a tri-lane, so it's gonna take some time. Word placed down by the Sand King, not pinged out. Don't know if they know that he just placed it. And then let's take a look over here bottom. You've got Monkey King Shadow Shaman against the solo of Underlord. Of course, this is a recorded game back when it was tri-laning was much more of a thing. Now it's strictly dual lanes. Sometimes mid babysitting, but strictly dual lanes. Over mid, Shadow Fiend versus the Outworld Devourer, or OD. So we'll see how OD does in this lane, but Shadow Fiend with the raises should be able to do a very good job of just taking this. It does hit hard very early, and it's something that OD is not really good at dealing with. The Astral Imprisonment can only do so much. And oops, first blood happening. Bottom is Underlord goes down to the Shadow Shaman. Procced the Jingu Mastery. They had the Shackles as well as the Ether Shock, so using that in combination with the Jingu Mastery, and they will actually deward this. And then Shadow Fiend over mid, taking a lot of damage, runs up to the OD, and then does okay. And then doesn't turn around, or doesn't attack, and turns around and dies. I don't really understand that. But who knows what skill level this is? You know, we'll see how it all goes. And OD's gone for the Arcane Rune, probably putting him in the jungle. He doesn't want to lane, and I understand that, but still, at the same time. To just abandon your lane and give free farm to a Monkey King, never a wise decision. Phantom Assassin leads the CS over towards top, still with this Disruptor as well as the Pudge, but they're all just level 2. Meanwhile, Death Prophet not actually doing that well at 2-0, so the farm and the XP is not great because the tri-lane's going to out-level this dual lane. I don't really understand that. That should not be the case. But I guess they could force him out long enough. Or severely enough for them to not really find much farm. But see, like, backing up this far after a Stifling Dagger is just stay in XP range. Don't move. Just stay there. Throw the Crypt Swarm when you need to. Move around. Make sure you don't get hooked. Ooh, Underlord. Low. He was coming from the jungle on that one, too. And now they send the Pudge bottom, so... Pudge gonna look for levels. He's got Hook. He's got Rot. Nobody here with him, but... Gotta watch out. Level 3 is the Monkey King heading towards that level 4, 2 in the Jingu Mastery. So... Things don't get easier in this lane just because there's only 2 of them. And he actually moves over and then goes for the bounty rune, so he's not really staying in this lane. I guess with Underlord hitting close to level 3, they're going to stay together, make it dual lane, so they'll try for something. He's got Firestorm and Atrophy Aura, but that's about it. And pushing the lane, too. Shackle comes out. There's the Jingu hitting, and with Boundless Strike, and now the Hex. This could be just 2 kills here, bottom. Possibly able to reapply it, and with the Shackle, there's no doubt about it. And they come over bottom and just feed. Monkey King able to get 2 kills, pushes him past level 4 and halfway towards level 3. $2,000 net worth lead for the Radiant already. And, you know, lane's going well with Monkey King. OD doing a better job. Death Prophet with 11 last hits. But again, Phantom Assassin doing a good job in this top lane, and now getting experience only shared with the Disruptor makes things a lot better. Phantom Assassin 31 and 11. Killa into the phase boots, so things going well there. But you take a look at the Monkey King, he's going into the phase boots too. This guy's boots ready, and there it is. Over top, they go for the Phantom Assassin. Spirit Siphon is on him. Now, glimpse back to the Phantom Assassin, who doesn't have level 6, but I don't know if that's going to quite matter. No Spirit Siphon to work with, and all of a sudden, Disruptor's force back. He'll use the salve. Odie dies mid. Nothing happening here over top, but... still just maintaining that 2,000 net worth lead, at least for the moment. And if you take a look, the Shadow Fiend, he's level 7, so 4 on the raises, 3 in the Necro Mastery, and Sand King dying over towards top. You look at what he's got and how well he's farming. This 1,000 net worth lead for the Radiant doesn't really seem too safe. And OD, he's sitting level 7. He's okay with the Astral Imprisonment level 4. An interesting build there. But should use this to farm up, hitting everything, and then there it is. See, easily done. Not going to get pulled through. But only 1 extra creep for now. And again, Phantom Assassin closer and closer to that level 6. 3 in the Stifling Dagger, 1 in the Phantom Strike, 1 in Boar, and then at level 6 should hit the coup de grace. And from there, I would say the Radiant are in trouble, but we'll see. They're into the Spirit Siphon. Now with the Silence, you either got to apply more Siphons or run away. Can't just sit there.
Is in charge.
OD hitting that level 8, 3 in the Essence Aura. Shadow Shaman going into the Rod of Atos, so we'll see if how quickly he's able to build that. And if they're going to push when he hits level 6, throw down those Serpent Wards and force rotations out of the Dire. Only level 3 here for the Sand King and no level 6 just yet for the Death Prophet. So they do have a very good pushing lineup with the wards as well as the Exorcism. Pudge sitting here level 3 and Underlord 4, so struggling is Underlord. Hook comes out with the Rot. Monkey King's got to be careful. 3 the Jingu Mastery for the Pudge, but still able to just stay in this lane and continue to farm. So he's sitting top of the net worth, 4,200. He's going for the Battle Fury, as is the Phantom Assassin, who's now level 6, about to hit that 7. So with the crit chance, we'll see what PA is able to do. And actually going for a courier. Can he get it? No, he can't. Meanwhile, 2 kills happen over bottom. They trade. Monkey King gets the kill onto the Pudge, and Underlord gets the kill onto the Monkey King. But we see Stifling Dagger just continuing to push back the Death Prophet. We'll see what they're able to get. Should be able to get the kill onto the Disruptor with the Spirit Siphon, as well as the Crypt Swarm coming in. You had the Ether Shock fly through from the Shadow Shaman to kill off that Disruptor. An easy kill there. Burrow Strike actually lands onto the Shadow Fiend with no Shrine available for another 2 minutes, so he's forced to run away. But now on the back end, Pudge here with the Phantom Assassin. 2-man silence. Burrow Strike onto 2. And they should be able to at least get the Pudge, but he'll rot himself into a deny. Firestorm on top of a couple of these heroes. They're going to lose the Shadow Shaman. So they at least turn it for one in their own. And
middle tower looks to be disintegrating.
And they do lose the Pudge, but that is just a self-deny. Meanwhile, Demon Edge picked up for the Monkey King, so he is progressing really nicely to the point where his farm is going to be boosting up in just a moment. So. Phantom Assassin farm is slowing down. Not really harassing up this lane as much. Level 7, yeah, the levels are there. But playing it very cautiously. Look at where you're standing. You're nowhere even close. Looking for the pull here. And does find it. So, pull comes out. Phantom Assassin continuing to farm these creeps under the tower. Let me take a look over bottom as Shadow Shaman does have these Serpent Wards to possibly go after these towers. Still going for the Rod of Atos and looking for the Perseverance to finish off this Battle Fury is the Monkey King. Phantom Assassin will go to the Perseverance first, starting with that Ring of Hell. Phantom Strike, Burrow Strike. Silence onto these heroes too, with the Exorcism coming through, chasing onto the Phantom Assassin. And actually stops short of what could have been a hook. So now the Pudge right into the Death Prophet's face with Exorcism. Not the smartest call, but the Phantom Assassin throwing that Stifling Dagger in with the Phantom Strike is able to get the kill. Death Prophet using that Exorcism very poorly. Hex Serpent Wards. Might want to just take the tower with these. There it is. And, oh. Or there we go. Hook onto the Sand King with the Dismember. Another kill there for the Phantom Assassin. Boosting up that progress towards the Battle Fury. Meanwhile, Monkey King is just a couple hundred gold away from grabbing the Perseverance and finishing off the Battle Fury, so all should be good there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
OD, meanwhile, he's going for a Rod of Atos for himself. And he's got that finished. So, root there. Gonna have the root from the Shadow Shaman. Monkey King. Get a Malice. Procking the Jingu. Doing a lot of damage. Boundless Strike comes in. 2 shots should get this kill. Ooh, actually, doesn't have the damage on the second one, but third one comes in. Gets the kill. And can now finish up that Perseverance.
No, you don't. Double damage.
So we'll see when he gets this Battle Fury. Meanwhile, coming through the jungle, at least towards top, is going to be the Shadow Shaman as well as the OD. So coming over towards the Disruptor, they spot him. There's the Rod of Atos with the Glimpse back. Not going to matter. Most likely dead. And should definitely be dead. One more shot comes out for the Shadow Shaman. Shadow Fiend comes over too, but there's really not much he can do. And they are really looking for a fight. There's the Hex coming out. Burrow Strike lands. Hook is going to hit onto the Sand King, but the Shackle is here as well as the 2-man Silence. Look at the damage that the OD is putting out. The Exorcism blown again. Walking into the pit of Malice. Stifling Dagger will finish off the Sand King. If you want to use this Exorcism, you've got to go after a tower after that. Stay objective or fight, and doing neither just is wasting time. Ward placed right here. I assume the OD saw it. Staying under the Firestorm is not suggested. They will be able to kill the Underlord anyway, but taking a lot of damage. Had anybody else been there, probably dead. But Monkey King with this Battle Fury. Still farming away at that top spot. And the Requiem right on top. One raise hits. The damage is there. And they even get the Dark Rift out from the Underlord, but that just moves them away from the top tier 1. Level 6 is the Sand King. He'll have his ulti. Serpent Ward's available in 60. Pudge is level 7. And 10 is the Phantom Assassin, still going for the Battle Fury. But they're coming over. They want to slow this down.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
We'll see what they're able to do.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Ether Shock. Bottom tier 1 goes down. There's the root. And the Silence. Sanity's Eclipse is going to be used to kill the Phantom Assassin. Now that Dismember comes out of the Death Prophet under the tier 1 tower. Static Storm on the OD. Burrow Strike hits the Shadow Fiend, but OD dies. There's the Glimpse back onto the Shadow Shaman. 3 heroes dead. Monkey King is here with the Wukong's command. Boundless Strike actually hits on 2. We'll take out the Disruptor. Look for more. And they'll take the Underlord as well. So, a couple of kills there for the Monkey King. Does not have... Or it does have Tree Dance. He just wasn't using it. Could have used it earlier and might actually just wipe the whole team. Maybe the Phantom Assassin again might want to just get out of here. Gets the kill, and Phantom Assassin will at least make the trade. So we take a look at how much Monkey King got in that. Everybody ended up dying in that exchange for the Dire, but they evened it up in terms of net worth, so not the worst exchange.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
OD Hurricane Pike next.
This should make my life easier.
And looking for the Burrow Strike. We'll find it. Now the Hex, Spirit Siphon, need the Shackles. That'll come through. Silence on top. No rot. No. Wait. Silence. Dead. So trade comes out. Maybe not what they were looking for on the side of the Radiant. But Sand King getting caught out. Meanwhile, bottom, Underlord getting hit up very hard from the OD. And nice little Hex there from the Shadow Shaman. That was very quick on the ball. Probably keeps the Death Prophet alive in that spot.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Excellent.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So they saw the Monkey King come in.
Bottom tower.
Now they've got the Sentry Ward placed down. Silence comes through.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower. Don't look good.
Take a look at this fight happening as they'll get the kill into the Phantom Assassin. They look over the Rod of Atos on the Underlord. Glimpse back on the OD. Not going to be enough. Exorcism as well as the wards expended for this one.
Radiant's middle tower is
At
under
least this
attack.
time they should be able to take the top tier
Dire's
one.
top tower might be going down. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's putting a hurt on Radiant's middle tower.
I'll take
Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble.
Desolator next for the
tower is
Monkey
fallen.
King OD. Like I said, going into the Hurricane Pike as the Force Staff finished off. Death Prophet Yules, and not a terrible build. Battle Fury finally finished for the Phantom Assassin. Going possibly Desolator, or not possibly, but is going Desolator into the BKB. Shadow Fiend straight into the BKB. I mean, with the BKBs, it could turn, but they're a while. It's a while out for the PA. Soon for the Shadow Fiend, and then if the Radiant can hold out, and those BKBs are only about 5 seconds, not going to go well. Force Staff, Rod of Atos comes out onto the Pudge. Hook's not going to land. They also have the Hex and the Silence onto the Underlord, doing a lot of damage to this Pudge. We'll get the kill. Look for a second. We'll find it. OD with the Force Staff in. Astro Imprisonment onto the Underlord. Root comes out with the Rod of Atos onto the Pudge. 2 kills there for the Radiant side. Tree Dance, Primal Spring. Rod of Atos, 1, 2, 3. And down goes the Disruptor.
Radiant's top tower just tapped out. Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating. Dire's
But they
middle
will
tower
take this
is
tier
falling.
2 over mid.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Finally, the BKB is there for the Shadow Fiend, and yeah, that's what the PA needs. It's definitely straight into the BKB. Line up those BKB timings. Rod of Atos comes out again. Requiem right on top of the BKB. Monkey King down. Sand King looking like he's going to be next. The Sanity's equipped to take out the Phantom Assassin. Taking a lot of damage as the Shadow Fiend. That BKB is about to run out. They'll get the kill there. Looking for more. Triple kill here for the OD. Oh boy, that is not the spot to be in. Disruptor silenced up. There's the Rampage for the OD. Does not care about anything. 32 stolen intelligence. 400 health left over. Tier 3 dead over mid.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Nicely done by the OD.
Dire's middle barracks could use a friend. Or Dire's bottom tower needs a hand. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
I mean, trying to go after that
Bottom
OD
tower is under attack.
as he continues to steal intelligence off of you is not the best bet. Now up 8,000 net worth very quickly. in this Battle Cup final. PA with the pause. Assign ability keys to quick cast. To use skills at the location of your mouse cursor with a single key press. Did you guys know? So, Phantom Assassin out of here. We'll take a look at the items. Still looking for the BKB. Shadow Fiend just using that 10-second charge, not doing anything. Disruptor for the Force Staff. Pudge, not much of anything. And Underlord, this not the same, but has the Crimson Guard, and then with the Ring of Health for the Force Staff. Ooh. Shadow Fiend pausing the game. Prophet back in it. Here we go. So now OD going into a Moon Shard. While Monkey King goes into a BKB after the Desolator. Death Prophet Yules and Sand King Blink Dagger soon. Radabato still here for the Shadow Shaman. But 7,000 net worth lead, and things looking very sketchy for the Dire, even with the BKB.
This should make my life easier.
It just does not seem like it is enough. There's that Blink Dagger. Now they've got that long-range initiation. We'll be able to work with that Blink Burrow Strike. They don't smoke, but they are kind of pathing like they want to. And yeah, there's the smoke bot, but... Again, this is just pressure put on towers where they're going to feel the need to come and defend on the side of the Dire. And that's exactly what the Radiant want. Just pressure the Dire to make uncomfortable moves, take uncomfortable fights.
Don't look good.
And if they don't defend, they'll just take your towers for free. That's exactly what they do there.
Radiant called in the fortification.
They don't drop Serpent Wards. They don't use anything of consequence.
Shrine is under attack.
We'll continue to take objectives until the Dire try to defend.
Top tower ain't looking too steady. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I was meant to have this. I'll take your tribute.
So, Shadow Fiend finds the Shadow Shaman, actually hexed up and silenced. And the BKB comes out, Burrow Strike. Not gonna hit, and there's the immediate TP, but that is a 9-second BKB for a Shadow Shaman. Yeah, I'd never ignore you. Come on. This is just a TI replay request. And there it is. Top shrine gonna go as well.
Dire's top shrine is under attack. Dire's top shrine has fallen.
Radiant just using their advantage perfectly. They could take Roche, get that Aegis, and then move high ground. Not the worst plan overall. There is the BKB finished for the Monkey King. So take a look at the OD Moon Shard. What is that? Attack speed 0.45 of a second.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And TP's coming over bottom. Courier comes through, as well as the dust, but that doesn't land on anything.
Haste. A gift from the Tempest of
Uh-oh. Disruptor rooted, and the Glimpse just makes it so he can leave easily. Now 13-2. I mean, that's what really, when you have the damage to kill him so quickly, that's what the Glimpse is. It's a free escape. Not like the Disruptor can stop it. Yes. Roche still yet to be taken, and Dire falling further and further away from taking this game. But I say that, and you know, the net worth has gotten a little bit closer. Phantom Assassin is farmed the BKB. That's it, 10 seconds going for the Desolator. Ooh, Hurricane Pike comes out. Look at the damage that comes out on the punch. He's already dead with the BKB popped by the Shadow Fiend. They'll take the Shadow Shaman. Wukong's command is going to be used. The BKB is going to be popped by the Phantom Assassin. Epicenter on top, and the damage comes through. They'll get the kill. 10-second BKB. Poorly used by that PA. Or not poorly used, but ineffective in that exchange. And there's the Roche Aegis on the Monkey King. He's got his BKB. That was his 10-second charge. So, the benefactor of a good fight. And Exorcism's down, so at least for the Dire, there's that. That the Exorcism down means they probably won't push till it's back up, and with that, Death Prophet retreats, has the Pipe, has the Yules, Sand King with the Blink Dagger, going into the Yules of his own. And then still going for the Rod of Atos is the Shadow Shaman. So. Shadow Shaman will one day get what he needs.
invisibility.
Rod of Atos, BKB, popped by the Shadow Fiend, 4 staff away. Over mid. $6,000 net worth lead for the Radiant, now pressuring over top. Trying to take the last outer tower. And then maybe go high ground. They do still have this Aegis, so we'll have to see. 4 staff forward, Rod of Atos onto the Pudge. Pin of Malice, as well as the Glimmer Cape coming out from the Pudge to keep him alive. And the hook hits onto the Monkey King. But Sanity's Eclipse just getting thrown, and they'll take out one. Second one dies in a Disruptor. And Monkey King using that BKB and not dying. Still has the Aegis, too. He's looking towards the Scotty, but that is if this game continues to a point where he can grab it. The high ground siege happens again. They'll drop Serpent Wards, use the Exorcism. The Glyph will come out. But now it's time to try and defend. Range Rax goes down. Melee Rax to follow. Burrow Strike hits onto the Underlord. Now they've got the Hex. Silence on to 3. And the chase is on. The BKB popping the Phantom Assassin looking for the Shadow Shaman. There's the big crit to get at least 1. But oh boy, look at the PA. Takes so much damage. Boundless Strike hits on to 2. But they've got the raises. Yules to keep the Death Prophet alive. And ooh, Sand King's dead. And so is the Death Prophet. So giving away a lot of gold there to the Dire. Definitely not the way they wanted to see that one going at all, if you're the Radiant. Monkey King and OD survive. They're the ones in the big streaks. They're the ones with the gold. And Aegis is probably actually going to expire and not get used. I guess it's kind of the same thing when it turns into a regen rune. It does get used in that way.
Meant to have this.
But not long now. So the Hex is here for the OD. One set of racks remains here for the Dire side. Four staff Hex, 1, 2, 3, 4. Taking out the Disruptor easy. He's got buyback, however. But still, a pickoff's a pickoff. Take a look again at what the Dire's got. BKB here for the Shadow Fiend is down to 5 already. Going for the Butterfly. Phantom Assassin just picked up the Desolator going into the Basher. Underlord looking for the Heaven's Halberd. Has a 4 staff of his own. And Pudge Glimmercake. That's been keeping him alive. The Dire lose their courier. So the Aegis has been reclaimed. And it's time to go for the last set of racks here for the Radiant. And the Dire, one last hope to try and defend. And Radiant are going to take this without the Aegis. Maybe not the wisest move. This is a Battle Cup final. And you don't want to be eliminated on an overstep or, well, give a game back on an overstep. So they could wait for Roche, but it's at least 2.5 minutes away. And they could seize the advantage now. Again, just holding the line, maybe waiting for Dire to initiate. They do have high second BKBs. They can counter initiate and work with a couple of hexes. Excuse me. One from the Shadow Shaman, one from the OD. And they move in a little bit deep. There's the Exorcism used with Underlord showing the Requiem on the back line as well as the BKB pop by the Phantom Assassin. They've got the Disruptor, or not the Disruptor, Dismember onto the OG, but into the Astral Imprisonment to avoid this static storm. And they've taken out the PA as well as the Shadow Shaman. They'll lose the Pudge. Shadow Fiend dies. He'll buy back. 3 heroes die, but the only ones that are necessary are the ones that are alive in the OD as well as the Monkey King. With that fight, taking out the Shadow Fiend as well as the PA with no buyback. Tier 4s will drop, Rax will drop, and GG is called. Radiant take it with ease.